All right, yo, trading review, uh, August 27th. Pretty wild day again in the markets. Coming in, didn't feel like I had a whole lot of setups. I was swinging those CoreWeave calls, and I had bought uh, this robotics stock that was up 30% yesterday and up 30% the day before. They announced, maybe I said this in yesterday's video, but they announced a big partnership with a major retailer. And so I was just taking a risk. I mean, I bought it at the top, and it ended up going very strong off the open for about the first hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30, hour 20, hour 10 of the session, and it was up about 20%. I sold some stuff along the way and then held some, and it kind of pulled back. I definitely could have like dumped it at the top for like a lot more, but it pulled back to the moving averages, and I held it. I was going to hold it for a little while, and then it eventually broke a VWAP, and so then I had reason to get out. But all in all, too, the CoreWeave calls ripped. I didn't get the best execution on those. Just I was a little late. I looked down and saw, wow, it's up a bunch, because I was in a bunch of different things, and then ended up selling those for a nice gain. And that's what I'm kind of coming to accept. It's like you're not going to bottom tick and top tick every single trade. I think it's just about getting better at managing those. And if you're picking the good setups, you're going to make money. And so like I was in Sunrun, which looked decent on the open, and was in a drawdown. My entry was terrible. I was just a little late on it. And it basically drew down and then came back up close to like break even. I didn't like the trade, and so I just got out for like a very minimal loss, a few dollars. And then I was in what else was I in? Something else that was green, not crazy green. And then I was in LDQA. It broke out on the daily and went on a nice little run. It was nickel spreads on the options, and they were like a month out, so they didn't move very well. There wasn't a ton of volume on the options either, but it is what it is. And so yeah, that was great, and ended up making probably 3% on my account today. So that was cool. I'm trying to think, what else did I trade? Those are the three main things: the CoreWeave calls, the RR overnight, and then a couple day trades of, because I think maybe I was in HUT as well. Maybe on a breakout. I don't know. No, maybe it was. Anyways, everything worked out today. The only loss was the small Sunrun thing. So I feel like I was picking good setups. Entry could have been better on Sunrun. I probably could have made a little. And then could have obviously sold at the top of the RR stock, which I didn't have a reason to get out. They were literally buying there was zero dips all the way up to like the 20%. So I was like, oh, first pullback, they bought it up pretty good, and then it kind of came down to the moving average. And I held it for a little while, and once it broke VWAP, I was like, all right, I'm out. But anyways, happy with the execution there. Happy with everything. I wish I would have had another CoreWeave call, because I do feel like that was the breakout, and now it's going to continue to go. But I do own a bunch of shares in my account, my other account, investment account, so I'm not like totally frustrated about that. Also, we do have NVIDIA earnings tonight, so you never know what could happen with that, just in the market overall. So I am happy to be like light on exposure, but with CoreWeave having a relationship and connection with them, I wouldn't mind have been in a call, but I can always get it tomorrow. It's still very early with CoreWeave. The price has been around here the past like couple weeks, and so I could certainly always get another one. And I do own the shares, so if it does rip, I'm not totally missing out. Otherwise, really couldn't be happier with how things went today. I really, really can't. So all in all, hyped about that, and we will keep it going. I really am liking the breakouts. The breakouts are I can understand those, and they make sense to me and all that. So I might try to play those a little more. Obviously, we're in a bull market and a lot of things are running, so that's been like easy to do those. I don't know how I would do in shorts and stuff. And then just some of these, like, they don't have a whole lot of volume, so they don't move a crazy bit, and they're like super slow, and that's not really my thing either. Like, I want it to move pretty good with momentum, so maybe I need to do better at like looking at where the volume's at. Like, I did see a volume spike when it broke out, and it wasn't like it just wasn't like a huge volume spike to where it went like crazy. But I mean, it is moving up. It's continuing to move up. So, but it just was a little slow for me, and I don't feel like swinging stuff right now. So anyways, those month out options are good. Maybe I could go, if I get more comfortable, maybe I could go to 2 weeks out on some of these. I don't really know, but anyways, that's kind of what we got for today. But then here's the harsh reality. Your boy's still a noob. Your boy's still human. And I think I got greedy and I overtraded. The stock that I was in this morning that ripped 20%, came back down, broke VWAP, and then I got out. Well, someone bought it up, ripped it back up over VWAP, and so I'm like, all right, cool. I think it's gonna, keep going again. And so I slapped it heavy and basically just gave back all the gains. I used a stop, basically gave back all the gains that I had made on that trade today, which was, substantial. So that's a bummer. But we're still green for the day. It's still a meaningfully green day. And then I closed out a long that I had been in for a while too to secure some pretty significant gains. So portfolio's sitting in all cash right now. And yeah, all in all, that's part of the game. You take L's, you take wins, you take L's. I should have 100% just kind of been like done. Just been done and closed my screens. I just got off here saying everyone's happy with everything. I just banged 3 trades. Everything pretty much worked out. Like, that's when you just got to be done and move on and go do other things. And I didn't, and that's on me. And hopefully next time I can be better about that. Because I don't need to be in trades greedy trying to make money when I just made a bunch of money. So live and learn.